Hey, it's a happy day. Oh, my bad. Uh, that's a different show. My bad. It's sports and ish, and you know who we got right over there. We
Mm-hmm.
have
Mm-hmm.
Real Room Service Podcast. Oh, wait. Hold on. We have breaking news. Do you know that during the game, Niners called Joe Montana up on reserve during the game? Man, hey, you know what? Let me stop clowning because you got me in here wanting to go, Kumbaya, my friend, Kumbaya. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, hey, it's a wonderful day. We both lost our bet. Uh, man, what can I say? You had all this energy earlier, and I told you, man. I told you. Hey, you can't be bothering me. You can't be bothering me, little girl. You can't be bothering me right now, okay, little girl? Oh, my bad. Anyway, so what happened? Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it, man? I mean, uh, I mean, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button because I know all y'all out there are so excited that we both sitting on the couch. Uh, I told you I had a seat for you. We can watch the Super Bowl together. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-mm.
Uh, you know, um, I don't know. I mean, what else is there to say? It hurt.
It's,
It looks like
it,
it's hurt.
honestly, it's not much we really can say. Everybody who saw the game saw the game. I just
Hmm.
want you to tell me what team can win when every quarterback you have is not available.
Every quarterback.
Every quarterback.
Preach,
We
preach,
done went
preach.
through four quarterbacks, and two
Hmm.
of them went down. I mean, in not much more than two quarters of play. So
Hmm.
what did you expect to happen after that? It
Preach.
was it was pretty obvious, but I mean, honestly, the defense still played good. They
Go.
played like
Give me
they
your
were
best.
ready. They actually held Jalen Hurts in check,
Give me
like
your
for
best.
real. But they also got tired. When your offense can't produce and do anything because you don't have a quarterback, then you're always on the field.
You know what
So
the highlight was for me? The
what was
fight.
that?
It was fights. What it was smacking each
Oh
other
yeah,
in.
Trent Williams went out like a G, straight
It
up.
was going down.
That alone should make you want to be a Niner fan, just because
No.
Trent Williams went out like a G. He was
Hey
like, "Man,
man.
I'm tired of this." He picked bruh up like a Barbie doll and slammed him down so quick. I'm like,
Hey,
okay, I like
I
that
saw
energy
it.
right there, and I'm still banging because I know what it is. Because we don't know who
Hey
the best
man.
team was. We don't know
We
because it
do
wasn't
know.
even fair game. We didn't get a chance.
Hey
We
man.
killed ourselves on a lot of penalties, but a lot of that was some
Hey,
real soft ticky tack stuff too. But I mean,
y'all could have won. Okay, but y'all lost focus. As soon as y'all brought the back, when you brought the eighth string quarterback in, let me tell you, once you brought him in and he tied it up, you should have went with that energy. I was so like, uh-oh, I might
yeah,
be eating
we
my words.
that was like
You
our
know,
moment. We had a chance. It was in
and
that little window.
right, but y'all, you couldn't get yourselves together because what had happened is your people just couldn't stop fouling. You know what I'm saying? They were
Some of that
just
stuff was real weak,
mm,
man. Like the face
um,
mask, of course, I get that, but it's like it's the NFC Championship. Like, but at the end of
and
the
I get
day, and I mean, and it was like stuff on fourth down. Let's talk about that. That first touchdown, that 4th and 3, where they threw that bomb, and Devontae Smith looked like he caught an amazing pass, but then another view, it showed he dropped it. So it wasn't even complete. So I'm upset with our coach for not challenging it or whatever. They got to the line fast. They did. But what receiver do you know that's gonna catch a pass and he know he caught it, gonna be like, come on, let's hurry up, let's hurry up. He knew he didn't catch that. Because if he did, he'd be like, yep, I caught it. I caught it. And he wasn't doing that. He was like, come on, let's run a play. Let's run a play. Let's hurry up. And it resulted in a touchdown. That was a fourth down. That would have been our ball with good field position in the game 0-0. That completely changes the course of the game. But it is what it is. And then Brock Purdy gets injured. That's the end of the game. We don't have a quarterback. Josh Johnson is not a feasible quarterback, especially against a good as defense as the Eagles have. Like what? Man, Reddick, he destroyed us single handedly. He hurt Brock Purdy. I think he hurt Josh Johnson too. He recovered a fumble. Like he was a one man wrecking crew. Like what you expect Nick Bosa to be doing all the time, he was doing that today. So I got to give credit to them for that, and especially him. I mean, you still got to give credit where it's due. And I'm not one of these ones that's gonna sit here and be crying like, "Oh, my team this and oh, they didn't give us that." Like, nah, they did. They defense did what they needed to do. I just wish the game could have been fair and we actually had a healthy quarterback, so we could have really saw how the game was going to turn out. Because our
But you
defense
know
did
what?
show up.
No, your defense didn't because they
They
put up
did
30
show
something
up.
points.
No,
They put up
listen,
30.
man. But
They put
we,
up.
we
Wait. Hold on. What
I
did
can
you tell me?
explain that to you though.
Wait,
That's
what did
not
you
the
tell me what
same.
the average was? San Francisco was putting up an average of how many points? 30. And what did the team the Eagles do to y'all?
They
31.
put up 31, but of course you're gonna put up 31 if your fourth string quarterback fumbles the
Amen.
ball when they're
Amen.
right there
Amen.
about to score. That's not the same. That's
I'm
not
gonna
the
have to
same
give
at
you.
all. You're putting
I
a
hear
bad
you.
position where they're
Right.
already in scoring position.
But you know what? There's a saying: don't put all your eggs in one basket. And this is a prime example. As soon as
How?
as soon as soon as y'all lost your quarterback, you guys were done. You have all this other
He was
talent on the
already
field.
our third string. We're the
Hey man,
definition of not putting all your eggs
look,
in one basket because our first
put
string quarterback got injured in week 2. Then
hey,
we had Jimmy Garoppolo. Then we had Brock Purdy. Then we had Josh Johnson. Like, and we still were in the game to possibly go to the Super Bowl. That's an
right.
amazing
Hey,
job.
I'm giving you all the credit in the world, but what I'm saying is the fact that as soon as you brought Brock Purdy in, y'all should have been looking to hire another quarterback.
And we did, and that was Johnson, but there wasn't anything else out there that we could have really done at the time. It was
Yes,
late in
it
the
is.
season.
You want to know who y'all could have reached out to?
We
Oh,
could
I'm
have
gonna
went and
look.
got Colin Kaepernick.
Oh, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
That's what we could
Colin
have got.
Kaepernick. Y'all could
We
have went
could have
got
got Colin
Colin
Kaepernick, and he would have been
Kaepernick.
way better than Josh Johnson was right
Okay.
now.
Oh,
I
free.
guarantee you. I guarantee you,
Mm-hmm.
Kaepernick is better than
Yeah.
Johnson. Guaranteed. And we would have
Mm-hmm.
been able to run an offense somewhat for
Okay. Hey,
real.
hey.
It wouldn't have
Okay.
just been stagnant and
Hey.
missing wide open people and all that. Like it wouldn't have been all that because at
Okay.
least Cap can move, you know.
Hey. There you
And then we
go.
know he got an arm. He might be accurate on a couple of them. That's all we need.
Hey. So for me, I'm just saying. Uh, you know, uh, Sandra, you you might want to go grab a New York Giants jersey because
She's never doing that.
I want to say that I've seen you on here a couple times, repping your team and talking all this woo woo wah.
Uh
But
huh.
I told you they was gonna lose. It was a wrap. I
It
told
was
you.
weak, but you know that wasn't like a real game. Like what?
Hey,
We don't even know who the
what
best
did you say
team
to me?
was. Like that was
Look.
so weak. If let's just say that the shoe was on the other foot. Let's say
Mhm.
Jalen Hurts gets injured, Garner Minshew gets injured, and all of a sudden, and then they commit all these penalties, and the Niners are going to the Super Bowl. Would I be happy? Absolutely. Yes, my team is going to the Super Bowl. I'd be happy. So that's what I'm saying. Congratulations to the Eagles, regardless. They're still going to the Super Bowl. At the end of the day, they won, we lost, we're on the couch. It is what it is. But me being who I am, I would be like, yeah, we won the game, but it didn't show a whole lot because they main people wasn't even playing. It's the quarterback. I'd be like, well, yeah, we gonna win. They ain't had no quarterback. I'm like, I still don't know what would have been, and I would have liked to see a real game like between us. So we could really see. It just sucks to have a team do as good as we did for the whole season for it to end in that weak fashion. Like we
Yeah.
didn't have a chance. We didn't have a chance. It is what it is.
I'm gonna have to give you some applause. You're absolutely right. Um, but an L is an L, and a W is a W. We
It
just talked
is.
about that just 2 hours ago when we were talking
It
about.
is. It is.
So,
A L is
oh,
a L and a
I
W is a
knew,
W.
I knew today was going to be a great day. I just knew it. The cards were all in my way. The only thing now, I mean, I'm still torn, but if the Cincinnati Bengals come and just come through, they win. They beat the Chiefs,
Mm-mm.
then they play the Eagles and knock them out and win, I'll be happy. I don't necessarily want the Eagles to win just because I got some friends that are Eagles fans. Do I like them more than I like y'all?
I hope not.
Probably not. I,
I was
I
gonna say, I
definitely,
hope not.
I definitely give y'all props, but um, the only thing that I think I did wrong today by not being prepared for this podcast is I should have had some violin music for you, man, because I know that you was gonna be whining today, because that's my baby
Hey
girl right
man,
there.
I
Look
won't
like it
whine.
hurt.
I won't do it. I said I'm not gonna be the one of them ones. I won't do it. I'm gonna keep it 100. It is what it
Hey,
is. I'm
today
gonna keep it
it's
100.
fitting because I'm so sure there's a whole bunch of fans that we're gonna see out there later that that are going to be. Matter of fact, all you people out there, I know somebody out there knows how to do it. Can we turn this into a song? Bang bang, wanna gang. That's right.
No,
Bang bang, wanna gang. That's right. Because I know there's gonna be a bunch of whiners
nobody
out
wants to
there.
hear that.
Next
Nobody.
year, y'all. Next year, you guys got another chance. Next year,
Never.
take the bet.
Never.
Take the bet. Take the bet. Giants.
You tell them, miss. Never.
Um, I mean, for y'all, I guess there's not a whole lot of facts you can spit today because the facts was that it was a
It
good
just
fight.
it is what it is. That's just what happened. And the commentators were like, this is a sad way to end the season when it's so unfair. They said it
Yeah,
on
it's
national
good.
TV, not us. I mean, it was pretty obvious. And Brock
Well,
Purdy did come back in the game. He just couldn't throw the ball. So we
you
just
know,
had to run the ball down. Losing a game, you have to run the ball every play. You're not, and the defense knows it. You're not, not gonna win in the NFC Championship against a good defense. Not gonna win.
hey man, I told you, Kittle had to show up,
He
McCaffrey had to
can't.
show up,
Who gonna throw it to
and
him?
both.
Who gonna throw it to him?
Hey man, it's a quick little I
No,
can
he
understand.
tried to do a couple. He tried to do a couple of those, and they were completed, but you can tell they were little ducks. He didn't have feeling. It was like he was just like trying to push it, and that's not
Hmm.
gonna work either because all they gonna know is the defense knows they can't pass the ball more than 5 yards. Let's just bring everybody up, and that's what you got to do.
Well, again, I think 6 games ago when Purdy came on, they should have really been thinking hard about quarterbacks, especially when their budget was so low. They had extra money. They
Mm-hmm.
could have that they might it would have been a good insurance plan. Speaking of insurance, you should check out Griffin and Jay's Insurance Company. If you need life insurance, reach out to them. There is a description in the link. But back to what I was saying. Man, I know how you feel.
Yeah, I
Uh,
know you've been feeling like this for a week now, so
hey, that's why I could laugh about it. So for me, looking at y'all, I told you so. And I told you this was the Super Bowl today. It would have been a better game. If, granted, if you know, if was a
it
fifth,
would have at
we'd
least
all be drunk.
been a game if we just had a quarterback.
But if was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. So we know it's not,
True. Very
and
true.
an L is an L, and it's a great day. Uh, Bet's over. I don't have to wear that bull ish. So for me, we both win. It's a stalemate. Next year we can talk
Yeah, I
about the
mean it
best
is.
luck.
Yeah, that's the
Unless you
truth.
want to
It
bet
is.
on this game on the Super Bowl, we can have a friendly wager on the Super Bowl. Who you got?
Uh, I'm too upset to make a pick right now. But I kind of want to root for Joe Burrow because I wanted to root for him last year. So hey, he was my fantasy quarterback, so why not? He brought me to a Super Bowl, then I'm rocking with Joe.
So that's funny. Uh, I have to say that I take the opposite team.
I didn't see anything from the Eagles today that showed me they were super elite. anything. So
Um,
I could definitely see them losing to Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow. I could definitely see it
I
because
mean, I want
I
the Bengals
saw
to
a
win.
team out there today that could be beaten 100%.
Yeah,
Because even with the score being what it was, the 49ers still came out in the second half and only gave up 10 points.
but the Chiefs are winning at the moment.
Yeah, and they usually are. They were up
So
last year.
our street team news reporter Sandra Phillips reporting that the Chiefs are winning at the moment. Stay
We
tuned
appreciate you.
for update on the score. Uh, thank you, Sandra Phillips, for that breaking news flash.
We appreciate you
Yeah,
always.
always appreciate you. We need the score now. What's the score? But
Man.
anyway, um, bro,
Yeah.
I'd have to say that the earlier show was so much better because you had so much more energy. You were
Well,
so much
yeah, it was
more.
a pregame, and then you get to the game, and then it's that. That was whack. That
Hey
was
man,
whack, AG. That was
I'm
whack.
sure.
I'm still
If,
repping, but that was whack. That was
I
whack.
bet you if I called up some of my Eagles fans, they would get on here and they would be like, "Oh," and the show would be going on. But our street team reporter Sandra Phillips has came back with the score, and the score is currently 13-6. Yes, we
Yeah,
are
see,
very
that's
welcome,
close.
and you are welcome. It's close,
That is close.
anybody's game, and that's how I know that today was the Super Bowl. Whoever beat y'all, or if y'all won, y'all was gonna win the Super Bowl. If y'all lost, the Eagles gonna win the Super Bowl. They
I
playing
don't know.
too
I thought
hard.
it was, but from what I saw,
They
but
playing
but
too
then
hard.
again, they aren't gonna face a defense that's as hard as ours anyway. Because we only gave up 10 points in the second half, man. That was all we gave up. We and if it wasn't like I said, I mean,
Get in your bed.
the fumble, all that mess, like the score probably would have been 14-7 going into halftime at the worst. At the worst. But we had already lost Brock Purdy, so it was over with. Only gave up 10 points. We could have, we scored points with Brock, but I mean, he only had 4 passes today, and
That shit was crazy. I have to,
two of them were before he got injured.
yeah, I have to admit that shit was kind of crazy because I just happened to, I wasn't necessarily gonna watch the show, the game because I didn't want to give y'all no bad mojo, but when I happened to look at Facebook, I saw what not Purdy, and I was like, what? What happened? And I looked. I said, oh my god, he's out. Who is there? Who is their eighth string? But hey,
Not feasible. Not at all.
hey,
Not serviceable. We can't use him. He's no.
wait. The uh, the uh, the operation room says that. Did you know that during the game, not only did they call up Joe Montana, but they even called Steve Young because they needed some people on reserve, but they couldn't get there in time because of the traffic. They were already there, but
Because of the traffic. Wow. Steve Young couldn't get through, huh? That's
you know,
wild.
hey, I tried to reach out to him and tell him, why don't you just helicopter him in? Because, but I'm telling you, you
Oh,
guys
you
should
did,
have.
huh? You tried to reach out. Okay.
Right. I got the plug. Back in the day, I used to know all them cats. Roger Craig, I know Joe Montana. I met him one time, just one time. He probably don't remember me, but I remember him.
That's crazy. I know a couple of people that just mentioned recently that they had met Joe Montana before. That's crazy now.
I met him, and my ex-father, ex-stepdad. He used to go to the San Francisco dinners,
Hmm.
the game dinners that they have with the people that pay a couple of dollars to be able to go to him. He would go to that, and he brought back some autograph magazines of the San. I got him. I got one someplace with Roger Craig's signature, and I want to say Joe Montana someplace.
Okay.
Someplace.
Okay. Well,
If it didn't get thrown away, but yeah, someplace.
It's all
I know,
good, man.
but there's not a whole lot to say. Next week we will have something to talk about the Super
Ah,
Bowl.
nah, for sure. It's gonna be plenty to talk about because
He won't be
the
upset.
Niners are one of the most dramatic teams, and they're just content crazy. I'm telling you, all you're about to hear is Trey Lance or Brock Purdy, and then you're gonna hear some Jimmy G stuff. That's all you're gonna hear. And who's staying? Is Jimmy Ward leaving, or is he gonna stay? Is there gonna be any personnel changes? Who do
What do you
they
think?
try to get in the offseason? It's just gonna be a bunch of mess. I'm gonna always have something to talk about.
Well,
Always.
we know Purdy is going to be he's still going to come back because that was a
No, he's
one
gonna
day
definitely be on the
injury.
team. We just don't know the extent of his injury. Because if it's something that requires like surgery or Tommy John or something like that, because the way it went, that's what people are scared of. If that happens, it's a wrap for him. If he has to get any type of treatment where he can't just come back in like,
Next
even
season.
like a month, because OTAs are gonna start in a few months. And if he's not there, and it's just Trey Lance, there's not going to be anything to talk about. Or if he can't start the season, you know what I'm saying? Like he can't. It can't be anything bad. Otherwise, it's going to just turn out bad for Brock Purdy because he's not going to just
Mm,
come back and up. It's my spot. Like no, because you're only in the spot because of Trey Lance didn't have the spot, and a lot of people are calling his injury soft, which is wild, but they are. But I know it's nerves involved, and I know you just
mhm.
can't automatically just say something that's soft when you don't really know, especially nerves. Like they control other things of your body. But
And they got money, man. They gonna make him
they
feel
do.
good.
I'm
He gonna
hoping
be good
everything's
for
good with
long.
Brock and it's nothing
So what? Trey
that's
Lance
long
becomes
term.
backup.
Huh?
Brock Purdy and
What do you say?
Trey Lance the backup.
Well, it all depends on his injury. If his
Let's just
injury
say
is a
let's
little
say his
longer,
injury is fine. Let's say he comes. It's just a one day fluke. Damn, that's messed up. But so let's say he's 100% next week. So
I think it'll be a quarterback battle still.
you don't think they're just gonna give it to him and not?
No, he didn't
And
win the Super Bowl. No,
yeah, but he took him up and got a fluke injury.
he did get a fluke injury. Yeah, but
So Trey
still,
Lance is still the number one quarterback.
they gave up a lot for him. Like all of our future. He hasn't had a fair chance. He's never had George Kittle, really. He's never had Christian McCaffrey. He never had the opportunity that Brock had to come in with a full team ready to go. He's never had that opportunity. So you're gonna franchise your whole future and then not even give him a fair chance, especially on the injury that you got him injured on, which you're running your quarterback between the tackles. That's dumb. So he got injured. Now we have 4 injured quarterbacks. So what is that really saying? Like
Um,
something's got to be said about this, or is it all just flukes? I don't know. I mean, I
I
know it's
think
football, people get injured, but I'm just saying you got to give them a fair chance. And
I
I
want to say
think
you
at best
guys.
the quarterback better, or at
I think you
worst.
guys. I think you guys hold the record for the most quarterbacks injured in a season.
I, I, I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know anybody else that got four of their quarterbacks
Nobody's
taken
ever
out.
seen anything like this. Like what? Y'all don't have
With the
no quarterbacks left?
Hey, it was amazing to watch the center hike the ball to himself and play quarterback. It was amazing today to see that.
Just unbelievable how everything went down, man. But hey, it's football. It sucks that it went down that way, and there's nothing we could do. We lost, and they won. Congrats again. They moving on to a place I wish we were in 2 weeks, but we're not. So
You know, actually, you are. You're just
no, I'm no,
you're just in the stands. You're not. You're not. You,
no,
you know,
no, no,
you're on the
no,
couch.
no,
You're there. You're gonna be
no.
there. You know what? Tell you what. If you come over, I'll let you use my son's VR, and it'll put you right there on the field, and you'll have the field experience. So you could
That's
be
just
right
straight
there.
up torture.
Oh, hey,
Like
I'm just trying to. Hey, I'm trying to help out my nephew.
straight up torture. But it's all good. It was a heck of a season. It was a magical run. Most magical runs you wake up from them and they don't end well.
Hey,
Most
I'm
of
not
them
gonna
do,
lie.
especially
I was
Cinderella's. But this was a pretty wild. This was pretty wild what we just witnessed,
I was
and I'm just
hoping y'all
happy it was
won.
our team, man. At least I got to be a part of it.
Yeah, I was hoping that this could have been a crossover way for me to get off into being a fan, but it just didn't work. So, hey, um, I guess till next week.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Same time, same place. Just remember that L hurts. No pun intended. Because it's all about the
Oh my
Eagles
goodness. It's
going to
all
the
right.
future.
We still banging. We know what it is. We know what it is. We know.
Well,
The
and look at our
world know
Kansas
what it
City.
is.
You know the
Ain't
one
tripping.
thing. The one thing that you might get represented in the Super Bowl is your colors, that red and whatever, because
The
KC got the
Chiefs.
similar colors. So there you go,
Mm-mm.
buddy. You
Nah.
can envision that. Use some imagination and
We already lost to them in the Super Bowl. I don't even want to envision it anymore. That's why I said I've been through too much pain. But this one doesn't hurt as bad just because of the way it went. But I
mm,
kind of would rather it the other way, so I at least would know who was better. We'll never know. Not this year. But congrats to the Eagles.
congrats to Brock Purdy for having a sensational rookie season. Uh,
Yes.
just like I
Yes.
said, as long as he didn't get hurt, he was gonna be hard to stop. Um, so all joking aside, I hope he has a great recovery because I see big things with him. I don't know if they're going to. Yeah, I have to agree. I don't think that they're gonna get rid of Trey Lance for Brock
No.
Purdy unless somebody offers them a good
I
deal.
still don't see it. Just because of what just happened.
So what? Just keep Brock Purdy on a smaller salary
No,
and
Brock
put
Purdy's
Trey
not going
Lance
to
back
get
in.
he's on a rookie salary. That's for years. He's not getting anything else until his contract time is coming. He's not getting anything else.
He can't even leave.
No, he's ours for cheap for the next few years. That's just it is what it is, and so is Trey Lance. So why would we let any one of them go when we already mortgaged the future? And we clearly, I always say this. Why would we get rid of them when we clearly need quarterbacks because all of them get injured anyway? I say that all the time. And it happened
Yeah,
on the
but
biggest stage again, one of the biggest stages again. So,
mhm.
yes, they're both going to be on the team. It would be pure stupidity if either one of them was not on the team. It would be
It's
dumb.
funny.
We need to have both of them and pick up another one.
Y'all choke a lot,
Well,
always in the playoffs. Y'all
I
can get
mean,
there.
I
Y'all just.
guess
What does it
yeah.
feel like to be
Almost
uh,
there every time.
third? You're third because you're not first or second because the first and second
Well,
are in the Super Bowl,
we've been
and
we've been second before too. That was when we played the Chiefs.
and the Giants.
Nah, that wasn't Super Bowl though.
It,
We
it,
would. I'm talking about being second. In second place, it can never be y'all because we in the same conference.
yeah, I
But
know.
we lost to the Chiefs, so that made us second. But we've been to the NFC Championship a few times. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been here. It's getting old. It was old before today started. But
You were the best of the worst many times.
it's all good. It's all good because I know we're gonna be good for years to come because our solid core is locked in. They locked in
Mhm.
contracts. We good. I know we finna give Nick Bosa a blank check. That man was playing with Nick Bosa. Even got injured on a play he wasn't even in. He was like bleeding through his uniform all over the place. He just kept playing.
Well,
Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's over. We lost. They won. It doesn't matter.
I knew that today was going to be such a somber, sad uh, podcast For you,
All
not
right.
for me.
I'm not
Kumbaya.
running though. That's all right. I'm not running.
Kumbaya.
I'm not running from no smoke. I ain't running. It is what it is. I'm standing tall. I'm standing right here, and I'm still repping the game. Still, because I know, and y'all know what it is. We know, but it's cool. We caught the short end of the stick because things
Well,
just played out that way, I guess.
um, yeah. Uh, Miss Phillips, I want to thank you for being our street team on the fly reporter. Uh, but you're fired for the rest of this show because the show's over. We thank you, and it's shit talking Sundays because every day is shit talking Sunday. That man over there is Showtime Stixx with the Real Room Service podcast. Check him out. He's all over the place when it comes to the 49ers because he knows everything about them. He even knows
It's
who
my
the
team.
next quarterback is going to be uh, for next year for the 49ers. Check us out next week, and we're going to let you know who it is
I'm
because
rooting
we
for
have the
Trey. I'm
insight.
letting y'all know right now. That's
And
who
I'm
my
real,
bet is. Trey
hey,
Lance. That's my bet.
pretty is my choice because 13 seems to be my number. Not that I'm choosing the Winers. We'll see.
Funny, that was my brother's favorite number, and
Well,
my nephew. J Rock, his favorite number too.
yep.
Hmm.
Well, hey man, be blessed, everybody out there. Thank you for tuning in to Shit Talking Sundays Sports and Ish. We'll see you next week, where hopefully we have some better news for you Weiner fans. Because the Giants, well, our season ended last week, so for us,
By way of the same team.
yeah. But yeah, hey, I told you, they get past us, they're gonna get past y'all because we were gonna destroy y'all. So it didn't
No,
matter.
no, it
So
was not. Oh, it was not gonna go down. I wish it did happen that way, but it wasn't gonna. Y'all, it
it
was
was
gonna turn out
it
the
was
way y'all got whooped. It was gonna turn out like that.
it was
Like
gonna
y'all
be great.
scored, like y'all got whooped. In our score, they was like, just we know what happened. We like, yeah, we know. It's all right though. It's okay. It's okay.
Y'all still, like I said, y'all still could have won. Y'all just got
How?
frustrated. Y'all got frustrated and you
We
didn't keep
couldn't
your
move the ball.
bro. When you
You
had
can't
the other
win without a
quarterback,
quarterback. It doesn't
you
even
had
matter.
you, you had a quarterback. You guys just lost faith as soon as Purdy went down. You guys didn't start keep protecting your quarterback. You just let him run through. Say, let's see. I think your defensive line said, let's just see what happens if we get past this quarterback too. Let's take him out too inside of 3 plays. And so they take out your 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 third string quarterback and your fourth string quarterback all inside of 1 quarter. And then
What are you supposed to do?
exactly.
You know what I'm
And I
saying, so
think
nobody can get in. We can't use our playmakers. We can't do anything. That's like you can't lose your whole captain of everything and be like, oh well, let's just move on as if he wasn't here. It's impossible because he runs the offense. Can't. And we had zero, zero.
just because he kneeled, y'all cost yourselves. He would have been on reserve, still on the team. Because he kneeled, man, who cares whether he kneels or don't kneel? I don't care. Play the game. Okay, don't take things
Hey,
so personal. That's for me. Look, yes, I know it's a respect thing, but you know what? It, not to bring that all back, but for me, it's like, hey, man, there's so many things that are so disrespectful about a lot of things, including the national anthem, because the original national anthem
facts,
was very racist. So
facts.
for me, I'm not saying it was cool or not cool to kneel, but I'm just saying, who cares? Because, you know, if you live here, obviously you love your country because you're here. Because if you didn't love your country, you could move, but that's the beauty of it. A lot of us out there don't like our homes that we live in, but you still have no choice and you live there. If it was that easy for you to just move, you would. So let's cut some of that on a more serious note and look at things from the standpoint of, hey man, we're just playing this game. And for them to take it to a political level, that's too far for me. I don't even know where that came from, but hey, shit talking Sundays, because every day shit talking Sundays, Showtime Stixx. Thank you for being on the show, and I will see you next week.
All right, man. Appreciate you.
Peace.